Hey boo hey, welcome back to another video. I know we're looking a little different today. So what we've got going on is that we are actually going to pick out our fall makeup drawer. So I am sitting next to my IKEA dupe thing that I got off of Amazon because that's just what it is. And we're gonna pick out a few newer products to try for the next few months. So I figured I would just bring you guys right along with me while I do that. I've got my little basket here. Ignore the paint because I need to like paint some things over there. It's a whole thing. Let me tell you, it's a whole thing. But we're gonna go ahead and get into this type of content here. Let me know if you like to see these kind of things. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We're gonna go ahead and get right into it because we've got quite a bit that we're gonna be using. We're gonna start with the palettes. So the first one that I use is this Culture 2 palette. I figured this would be a really good one for the fall time. Excited to use that. We're also gonna keep testing this one from the Dollar Tree. I am wearing it today, so we're going to keep testing this one for sure. The Ace Beauté Falling For You palette. Super pretty palette. Think that this would be a great one for this season. And then I do need to add some neutrals in there. So I'm going to use this Patrick Ta one. I know that there is some controversy about these palettes, and I've not had any of those issues, so I'm going to go ahead and put that right up in there. I also bought some new stuff during the Prime Day deals that was a hot minute ago. So I want to try this Morphe palette. This is the Rose to Fame. I think that might be a cute little one. I've got a new primer that I want to try, Thank Me Later. This one had really good reviews on Amazon, and I do love me a good mattifying primer. So we're going to try that one, as well as the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. We're going to see how that does. I did some damage with the Shop Miss A haul, and so I am going to pull some stuff out of there too. Do I need another eyeshadow? We're going to throw it in there, because what's the worst case scenario, right? I'm going to use all three lippies that I got, so we're going to throw that in there. I've got a lash primer from Shop Miss A. And we're going to try the brow pen. Yeah, that's the brow pen. Let's see what else we've got in here. This blush is super cute, so I definitely want to try that. And let's do one more thing out of here. Eye primer. We're going to do that for sure. So all of that's going to go in my drawer. And then we're going to start getting into some of the other things like foundations. Let me bring this down a little bit. So that didn't work like I had hoped for it to work with the whole stand and whatever. So we're going to go ahead and leave that right there. So we're going to pick out a few concealers for me to try. The first one I want to try is this Quickie Concealer from Urban Decay. This one I've had in my drawer for a good hot second, and I really want to try it. The Estee Lauder Double Wear, they just reformulated that one. So this one's the old one. Maybe I'll go by and pick up a sample of the new one and do a comparison. Let me know if that's something that you would want to see. But I am going to throw that one in this for sure. And then I also have the Sephora collection concealers that I'm trying to use up. So I think that'll be good there. I have a couple of foundations in here, but I don't want to open any new foundations. I want to go ahead and try and use up some of the foundations that I have over here before I open up any of these. So we're going to go ahead and just like let that drawer be. We've got some setting powders and sprays in this one. Let's see here. Tried and True Laura Mercier. We're going to go ahead and do that one. And then I got a mini Easy Bake in this Canufa. That might be how you say it. So we're going to try this one for sure. Those are both under eye setting powders. And then this one's actually a newer powder. So I'm going to try the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. I think that might be a good all over shade for my face. So we're going to try that one. The next drawer we have blushes. bronzers and highlighters. Bronzers, I'm going to use Mented. This is a powder bronzer. This brand is no longer available, but I definitely want to try and use this up. This is definitely more natural, but super nice. And then this one is from Juvia's Place. I've not worn this one. It's the cream bronzer. We're going to try this one out and see how this works. It kind of gives me like NARS vibes. So we're going to try that. I have this 4-piece set. One of the pieces is already in the drawer from Danessa Myricks. And part of me wants to do this purple, can't see that, this purple one. So we're going to throw that in there. And then it's got 2 minis in here. I think I'm feeling this one. So we're going to try that. Rare Beauty one. We're going to use that. And I feel like I need a powder. We might circle back, because I kind of want to use the Snapdragon one over... You know what? We're going to throw it in there. Whatever. It's fine. Everything's fine. Next one I have is mascaras and brow products. If you know anything about me and you've been on my channel, 2B mascaras are the way to go. So I'm going to use the Revolution Lash Wrap. That's the one I'm going to throw in there now, because I have 2 other mascaras that I'm trying to finish up, which are the KVD and the Cali Ray. And then once those are done, then I will pick out another one. Brow gel. I have the Sephora Collection one. I think that that one's also getting down to where it needs to be. So that's one thing. I do want to go and buy a new brow gel. So maybe I will allow myself to do that. Next drawer is all lippies, liners. Ooh, honey. So many. I'm going to grab both of these Huda Beauty ones because I really like these. This one from NARS, Rendezvous. We're going to throw that in there. I have this Huda Beauty faux filter, so we're going to use that one. I still have the ones from Dollar Tree over there as well, so I'm going to throw those in here too, because I think that's what I want. But I also want to use this e.l.f. one. Alright, so I've thrown those in there, and then for foundations, I'm going to continue to use the Dior Forever foundation, trying to just use that up. The One Size foundation, trying to use this one up. I feel like we're getting there, so we'll see. I grabbed my L'Oreal Fresh Wear. I think they have reformulated this one as well, so like I want to just use it up. The Makeup Forever HD Skin. This one's one of my favorites. I know that this is going to be too light, so like I'm definitely going to have to mix these. That's not even a question, but it is what it is. And then also the Lancome Tint Idole, which they've also reformulated. So that's going to be everything for this video. We've got a really good, nice little, I feel like, variety of everything. So let me know your thoughts down below if there's anything that you're excited to see me use and what you want to see me use first. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.